Libra, welcome to your March 2025 weekly reading. It's going to be your reading from March 24th until the 31st. Hope you're doing well. We're just going to go ahead and get started here and jump straight in. I would like to announce if you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. All right, you pulled the Nine of Swords here in your challenge position. Nine of Swords does point to stress, anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you have a million things to do all at once. Your mind's running and you're just trying to keep up with everything here. And also I always see the Nine of Swords too as like stress and worry and concern about the future. Let's see. Interesting here. All right. Yeah, I'm almost getting this energy here that it's like having to break free from like this mental prison that you're kind of creating for yourself at this time. I'm not saying that there isn't stress or that there isn't worry or concern, but the Nine of Swords can be rumination, to where you're ruminating on it, and it ends up becoming that never-ending nightmare that just constantly brings in pessimism and negativity. And the Tower is your advice here. And the Tower is about breaking free, releasing yourself, setting yourself free. And it's interesting because, you know, there's a quote that says, "Don't build fortresses to protect yourself," or something like that. Because you'll just isolate yourself and then close yourself and cut yourself off. So I get here with this Nine of Swords being in your challenge. If there's things here that you want to do, things that you want to get started with, or things that you're thinking about putting into motion here, I would do it. Let's see here. You pulled this Grand Cross card. It says Provoker here. Yeah, Grand Crosses in astrology I always look at as a pressure cooker. All right, it's the pressure that creates diamonds, but it is nonetheless a lot of pressure that you feel like you're under. Nine of Swords being in the challenge. Stress, pressure. It's because all these things are trying to come together all at once in your life, but they're all sort of at odds with one another at the same time. So it brings a lot of stress on how to integrate everything and how to bring everything together. Let's see here. Let's keep going here, Libra. You pulled this Moon Maiden card. It says New Beginnings here. Yep. This card's a 5. It's a 41. 4 plus 1 equals 5, which is conflict, challenge, stress, difficulty, and it forces you to get creative. So I feel like you're being forced here to get creative, to break out of some sort of rut that you're in. The Tower can point to some type of creativity breakthrough that is trying to happen. It's interesting because one thing that I pick up is that when it comes to creativity, there's the ability to be able to comprehend, to take in information, synergize things, and to visually see it, but it's another thing to express it. And I think for you, it's more so the expression, because you pulled the Strength card here for your overall energy. And I'm going to jump into the tarot here, specifically here in a moment. But the Strength card is Leo, and Leo does deal with being your own confident authority, allowing yourself to express your will. But the Tower is like having to break outside of your comfort zone, to go beyond what you have done before here. Because I sense here that there's a lot that you're learning here and discovering. And I'm going to jump into the reading and explain that here in a moment. But it's like you're having to find a way in which you can creatively apply something practically. Let's see here. You pulled this Thriving card here. Yeah, it's like I feel like you're being encouraged to thrive, not just survive. Nine of Swords, the Tower, and the challenge, or Nine of Swords and the challenge is like distress, just fear, right? Fearing stepping outside your comfort zone and just kind of living in these walls, right? The Tower as your advice, living in these walls or these constraints that isn't allowing you to thrive. And you could be holding yourself back, right? That Strength card does talk about courage as well. Let's go ahead and jump into your read. The Strength card deals with courage and expressing your will, right? Sometimes there's a time to be active, like to actively take action, right, and use our strength. And sometimes there's a time to passively, be more passive and yield and use our strength. For you, I think it is a balance of both, but I think it is more so the pendulum is swinging to the active side here, like getting active here, getting hands-on here, and not sitting too passive, too idle with that Nine of Swords, because I feel like that's what stresses you out. That's what causes the restlessness with the Nine of Swords in the challenge. And I said here earlier that I feel like you're learning a lot because you did pull the Hierophant. And I feel like what you're learning is ways in which you can support yourself, or you're acquiring resources and data at this time that you could use here to further your endeavors here with the Hierophant. So the Hierophant can look like guides, mentors, teachers, and it can come through any type of medium, right? It could come through a book, it could come through a person, podcast, right? It can come through many different mediums. But it gives you knowledge, it gives you wisdom here, and it gives you a different philosophy on life, right? A way, like virtues, morals, principles that can help guide you here to overcome like your fear, to overcome, the mundane sort of obstacles and problems here. And it's interesting because the Hierophant does point to wisdom and knowledge, and I feel like you've acquired a lot of that. And the Hierophant it's both sides of the coin. You could be the mentor or the guide or the role model or the teacher, right? Or you could be learning from someone as well, or someone else is playing that role in your life. It could be both. But I really feel here is like you're being encouraged here to rely on what you know with this Hierophant here. And that Tower as your advice is to break free from these, Nine of Swords is a Gemini energy. So it does deal with the intellect and the mind, right? And it's Mars in Gemini. And so I feel like where you're trapped, where you're stuck is operating in a mindset, in a mindset or a belief set, you could even say, that is keeping you stuck here, right? And I feel like this Tower here as your advice is saying you're going to have to go to the next level. Like you're going to have to do something to shake things up. It's interesting. There's a book. There's a book that I've read, and it's coming to my mind at this time. I believe it's called U Squared, and it talks about, you could say, quantum leaping, or look at that, look at all the balloons. I keep forgetting to turn off the reactions. But quantum leaping, or instead of like it's like radically doing something different, like pushing yourself off the cliff, right? Like jumping, right? Instead of like dipping your toe in the water. And I think I said this for you last time in your last video. It may not have been you, Libra. It could have been another sign. But it's like jumping in, right? Instead of just like dipping your toe in the water, like the only way to know, the only way to like break free, the only way to just change the energy in general that you're stuck in is to literally just jump in, like jump straight in here. Because it's interesting, you do have the Star card here in the position of something you're unaware of, right? And the Star comes after the Tower. So it's like as soon as you do that, as soon as you kind of break free from that, the self-imposed limitations or restrictions that you're placing on yourself, it's like then the Star card comes next, which is the ability to finally understand and see and perceive the bigger picture and understand like, oh, well, I was never trapped, or I was never stuck, or this was a lot easier than I expected, or oh, wow, there's a lot more hope than I expected, or it's a lot more inspiring, or it's not as terrifying as I thought. You pulled the Page of Pentacles here in the future position. This could be communication you could be getting coming your way. It's something practically. Like if you've been trying to obtain something practically, I see you getting something here practically that's going to help you further some type of goal or something here that you're working on or working toward with this Page of Pentacles. Whatever it is that you're receiving here, it's something that allows you to like practically do something here. It's not just like the Page of Swords, right, in the outcome, which is just like information. It's more so something that you could be obtaining or getting here. But when it comes to that Hierophant, the wisdom, and then the Page of Pentacles, the practical application, I think this is you learning and developing your skills here through applying yourself practically. And because that Tower and the Star cards here and this Thriving card is here, I think you're starting to see the possibilities with the Star card that, oh, like I can actually thrive in what I'm doing here. But that Grand Cross card that we pulled, the Provoker, it's like you're being provoked, and you're going to have to do something different. Like you're going to have to step outside your comfort zone, or instead of always taking a right, you may have to take a left. You did pull the Page of Swords here in the outcome, which to me is clarity and deeper revelations that you're getting here. That's allowing for you to think more clearly, see things more clearly, and come up with even more better ideas in which you can implement. let's clarify your read here. We'll see, and of course, Page of Swords can be communication as well. So we'll see what comes through here. Let's clarify your read, Libra. Clarify the Strength card here. Yeah, and you know, the Strength too is like getting through something, right? And this Grand Cross card, Provoker, it's like, fuck, this shit's difficult, right? And that new beginning, it's like having to initiate the new beginning with the Tower. Having to like drastically take some type of different action. And what I mean by that is, like, for instance, I'll give an example. Like, let's just say you've never recorded a YouTube video. I tend to use this a lot. You never recorded the YouTube video, right? But you want to start posting content. And so it's like, that's kind of like a tower. It's like something that you're stressing about, you're thinking about doing, but it's like, fuck, you know, it's like you worry and you're concerned for whatever reason. But the tower would just be like, fuck it, right? I'm just going to do it. Clarify the Strength card for the overall energy. You did pull the Four of Wands here, so for the overall energy this week, I feel like what there's an increase with here for you is self-determination and confidence and self-determination. So like if you're, and I would say hope too with this Hierophant, but if you've been feeling low on confidence or not feeling as self-determined, I think that's going to change here. The sun just did come into Aries, right? And so Aries actually is a sign that rules self-determination, right? And energy, right? So I think here that you're finding strength. And also I think you're finding enjoyment here with something here that you're wanting to create and build. But it's like you already have the seed planted. It's just about the initiative, like initiation. The tower actually in the tarot is Mars, right? So what is Venus? Well, Venus can be like the ideal of something that you would like to create and have for yourself and receive and feel. But like you need Mars, right? Mars, that's how you go get it. Clarify the Hierophant in your current energy. You pull the Ten of Pentacles here. Yeah, and I feel as well, there's a lot of, coming into this week, there's going to be a lot of resources at your disposal here. Ten of Pentacles in the Hierophant talks about establishments, things that are preserved over time, right? That still hold up today, that could act as a form of resources for yourself to help you get started with something here, to help you do something here. Clarify the Nine of Swords in your challenge. You have the Nine of Wands here. Yep. And the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, but it's when your will's being tested, your beliefs are being tested. Right? So you're having to really challenge and confront your beliefs about what you think is possible. It's just the growth process as well. It's like whenever you're wanting to go to the next level or to change things, it's like you're going to have to confront these limiting beliefs. And I feel like that's what your struggle and your challenge is here. Clarify the Page of Pentacles here in the future. You pull the Nine of Cups here, so I think something you've been hoping for and wishing for, praying for, could be showing up. I'm not saying it's like you're winning the lottery or anything, but the Page of Pentacles is like you're hoping to receive something here. It's something tangible, like it's something practical that's going to help you here, or help you, further along what your bigger thing is. But it's like you need something. I do see you getting that here with the Page of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, but also too with the thing here that you're really investing into and that you're really wanting to create with this Ten of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles can be the practical outcome of something here as well. So I think the results here that you're seeing due to you applying yourself to something, I think you'll be satisfied with them with the Nine of Cups. Clarify the Tower as your advice. You have the Five of Swords here. Yeah, sometimes you gotta say fuck it. Five of Swords is an ambition card. It's victory at all costs, wanting to win at all costs. This Page of Wands wanted to come out. So it's just having to initiate it. Sometimes we think we have to have all the fucking answers, right? That's the Nine of Swords. That's Mars and Gemini, right? I have Mars and Gemini, so I can talk shit about this. That Mars and Gemini can be like, okay, I need to have everything linearly figured out, but that's not really how life works sometimes. It's like yes, go off the information that's relevant for you at this time, Mars and Gemini, right? And take action based upon what makes sense. But eventually it's like sometimes your intuition is saying like, okay, like we should try this, we should do this. And that's that Tower 5 of Swords, Page of Wands that wanted to come out. Is like Page of Wands says, you know what, I'll act first, I'll answer all the questions later, right? Page of Wands is like, I'll figure it out, but I feel inspired and motivated here to begin or to take the initiative of something, or just to start the process. And I feel like that's what you're being encouraged to do with that Tower 5 of Swords. Why is the Star card here? The Ace of Wands. Yeah. Something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Yeah, it's like as soon as you break free from like holding yourself back, that Star card, Ace of Wands, is like, oh, like Ace of Wands is when you get energy, right? It's like when the fire's been lit, and now it's lit. Now you just have to keep it going, right? Ace of Wands, the Star card. And then also the Star card too is like, it's inspiring, it's liberating. Clarify the Page of Swords in the outcome. You pulled the 9 of Pentacles here. Yeah, I feel like whatever this is that you're doing here this week is enjoy. I feel like you're really gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be something that is it's stimulating. Page of Swords, air is stimulating. It's pleasant. It's invigorating. Right, and it's fanning the flames, the Star card, Ace of Wands, of what your motivations are, what your inspirations are. But you're first having to like really, the Tower is like, you can't cling to the old ways of how you've always done things. The next levels that you're trying to reach, the new big things that you're trying to create, you're gonna have to shatter those restrictions, those barriers that you're placing on yourself, and seek innovation, seek change. And at first, it may be disorienting, but you'll naturally reorient here with this 9 of Cups in the future. So basically going from surviving to thriving, Libra. It's about to call you Leo, so you may have Leo in your chart. So that's what I got for you, Libra. Wishing you the best. I'm going to leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, again, that link is down below in the description. Any question you have, or if you need confirmation, direction, I'm definitely here for you. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise, in that, Libra, I wish you the best, and I'll see you later.